very good morning to everyone tuning in to the Deloitte Netball Super League 2026 final day. So for the first game coming up, we have the third versus fourth placing match, and that is between Swiss versus Orcas. So for both times they came up against each other, Swiss has taken the upper hand and got both wins in round 1 and round 2. So if you look at the latest score when they matched up in round 2, Swiss took a really big win with 63 goals against Orcas with only 37. So you can see both teams just getting ready, standing up, just having their last minute chats, some strategies, and just calming their nerves down before they take the court for the last time for this season. And most importantly, at 1 p.m, we have the grand finals between Blaze and Sneakers. So stay tuned for two big matches today. As you can see on court, the starting 7 of Orcas has been announced. In goal shooter, they've started Sintish. Goal attack, they've gone for their international player Stella. Wing attack, Zulfa. It was the first time I saw her play wing attack in this season in yesterday's games in the semi-finals against Sneakers. So I think they'll be looking for her to do her drives and that confident feet into the shooters inside the circle. In center we have Naya. In wing defense we have their 21 and under player Izen. Goal defense Michalini and goalkeeper Matilda. For Swiss, they've gone with their usual shooting duo with M. Margaret in goal shooter, Sarah Lightfoot in goal attack, Janice in wing attack, Jasmine in center, Akila in wing defense, Faith Maria in goal defense, and finally Sindhu in goalkeeper. So they've decided not to start their international player, but we'll definitely see her be injected into the game second quarter onwards. So for those watching NSL for the first time, firstly, the Super Shot has been introduced in this year's edition for the first time. So Super Shot happens in the last 5 minutes of each quarter, and the Super Shot, that means is basically any shot taken in the outer region of the semicircle will be converted for 2 points. As you can see, both teams are getting ready on court, and there we go, first whistle has gone. A lovely play there by Orcas. Just 3 passes straight to Sintish. Stella sinks in the first shot of the game. Sarah Lightfoot with the attempt, and she slots that in so comfortably. Long cross-court pass over to Misha. Unfortunately, just not enough on the pass. Oh, hard luck there against Faith Maria. I thought she took her feet, went up for the ball. Unfortunately, just got caught for contact along the way. Sindhu just had a slight tumble. Stella with the attempt. Oh, and a great pull-in on the rebound by Sintish. Unfortunately, a little bit too much on that pass from Jasmine to Sarah Lightfoot on the center pass. Great defense by Naya, just covering her fun really well, just forcing her wide. Nice swing from Naya all the way to Zulfa, from one pocket to the other, just to open up the shooters. There we go. This time Sintish confidently sinks in another shot for Orcas. Oh, lovely tip there by Jasmine. Just coming through, taking a feed and picking up the loose ball right after. Lovely decision making on passing off to Anne Margaret. I think what she does really well is she uses the ball just to fake the defenders to one side, opening up their shooters. Good try there by Izen. Unfortunately, got called for her hand pushing against Janice. It's a contact call against Misha inside the circle. And Margaret, not wanting to shoot like she usually does, decides to pass it off to Sarah in a better position. I think teams are just taking it easy, doing what's comfortable and simple, not taking too much risk at the moment because it's too early in the game. Great screen there by Sintish. She was aware about how she was not going to be able to come forward in front of Sindhu. She held her stature. Stella, recognizing there was space at the back, and ran behind for the ball. Once again, and Margaret a little bit hesitant about going to post. Sarah this time with the attempting the shot. Unfortunately, doesn't fall through, but Janice was first to that loose ball. Lovely baseline drive by Sarah Lightfoot. Oh, good contest there by Akila. Unfortunately, a missed pass from Misha. Just not placing the ball for Zulfa into the right space. Ball out of court. Swiss with the throw in. A little bit of tussle there between Zulfa and Akila. Obstruction call against Misha. I think she needs to just tidy it up a little bit outside. Don't want to get caught all the way out, leaving Matilda with two shooters inside the circle. A late contest from behind against Izen. Lovely feat by Jasmine, once again just flicking the ball to pull the Orcas defenders one way, opening up Sarah Lightfoot the other way. Oh, lovely jump on the pass there by Faith Maria. Unfortunately, another error, stepping on a line this time against Stella. So basic errors like this needs to be minimized to ensure you stay competitive and stay in the game. Lovely tip there by Misha. She saw that pass coming to the backspace, and Margaret took her feet, ran after it. Oh, lovely pop there by Anne Margaret in between both the Orcas defenders, splitting them apart. Swiss with the lead now, 3 goals up at the moment. Tote just getting caught for contact, clarifying the umpire. What exactly did she do wrong? Oh, a lovely switch between the Orcas defenders. Both just staying their ground, just picking up the nearest shooter. Nice tip there on the pass by Misha. Her efforts paid off. Orcas on transition. Lovely drive by Zulfa just to connect between defense and onto the middle third. Unfortunately, another missed pass. I think that two-handed pass is not exactly working when you try to place that ball nicely into a Sintish backspace. Because I think with two hands, just get a little bit more speed to it. Unfortunately, Swift not able to just bring that ball down. Orcas with lovely defensive efforts there. Just to pressurize Swifts and cause that help ball. A little bit of slip of a hand there by Stella. Great pick up there by Sindhu. All four players went up for the ball. No one had possession of it, but dropped on the floor. Sindhu was the fastest to the ball. This time, and Margaret confident to post. And we see a quick change there in wing attack. So Chanya comes on for Orcas in the wing attack position. Zulfa moving to her usual position in goal attack. And Stella, the international player, back to goal shooter. This is how we usually see Orcas start the game. Lovely take there, Mainea in the pocket. Once again, her shot not falling through. She's been a little bit frazzled and nervous. Just making quite a bit of errors early in this game. I think she just needs to settle down. Nice coming through there by Sarah Lightfoot. So what these Swiss shooters really do well is how they open up for each other. One providing that top option, one providing that base option. So they split the circle really well, pulling the defenders apart. And it's also their timing to the ball that has been really precise and paying off for them. There we go. The super shot buzzer sounded just in time. Sarah Lightfoot sinks that shot in. 2 points, just like that, added to the scoreboard for Swiss. Sindhu with a lovely intercept. Unfortunately, couldn't get her hands, both her hands, to pull it in just before she flew out of court. There we go. Sindhu once again reading the play so well, just coming off the body, coming from behind to tip that pass. Orcas picked up the scraps. Zulfa this time in the super shot zone. Unfortunately, doesn't fall through. Swiss this time with the throw in, slowly transitioning down. Once again, lovely drive through the middle channel by Janice. Oh gosh, that was a really bad hit against Akilan. Interestingly, no call against her, no contact. So it's an offside call against Akila. Orcas shooters just playing the ball quite a bit, just wanting to get get themselves in the super shot zone. Unfortunately, shots are still not falling through. Akila this time sprinted for that loose ball. Brilliant effort from her. And Margaret so composed once again in the 2-point zone. We see that lovely drive through the middle, and Margaret again getting the ball in the 2-point zone. And she scores off another 2 points. Swiss with a really commanding lead in this first quarter. Once again, Orcas just playing the ball around just to get their shooters in the 2-point zone. Sometimes I think they need to have a balance of wanting to just shoot the ones instead of always being too ambitious to go for the twos. I understand they're trying to play a catch-up game, but in the instance when the shooters are still frazzled, not settled down with their shots, I think it just makes more sense to just go for the ones. There we go. Faith Maria doing really well to hustle against Zulfa, preventing her to get that pass in the 2-point zone. Sindhu with the pickup. Great drive there by Sarah Lightfoot. Her drive was so strong. It drew Misha to follow her tightly. Unfortunately, her body got caught in the way. It was a contact right underneath the post. And Margaret, so smart and steady just to put in that one, because it's their center pass next with 35 seconds left on the clock. Oh, lovely contest by Naya. Hard luck. Just a step later than Janice on that ball. Final 20 seconds of the first quarter. Plenty of time for Swifts to just sink this last shot in. Unfortunately, Swifts lost possession on that. Oh, Sarah Lightfoot with the steal at the very last moment. Unfortunately, just not enough time to sink in one last shot. There we have it. That's the end of the first quarter. Swifts really dominant. 16 goals to Swift and only just 4 to Orcas. Orcas really needs to settle down, talk it out, solidify their combinations, and really come back stronger in the second quarter to give Swifts a fighting chance. Welcome back to the second quarter of the third versus fourth placing match between Swiss and Orcas. So at the end of the first quarter, Swiss in a big lead, 16 goals to Swiss, 4 goals to Orcas. So we see a couple of changes for Orcas. We have Callista coming on as wing defense, Shannon into wing attack. Stella has gone for a rest, and we see the familiar duo of Zulfa in goal attack and Sintish in goal shooter. No changes at all for Swiss except for Anne Margaret coming off, and we have the international player of Swiss, Tandazele, in goal shooter. Oh, lovely tip there by Matilda. I think what she did really well was because she stayed off the body, made it look like Tandazele was completely free. Hence Janice was so daring to just pass a straight pass in, but it gave Matilda that time and really good footwork coming around to tip it. Much better pass in to Tandazele this time, just at the highest point. Lovely drive there by Shannon. She actually brought her defender towards the top of the circle, flipped her body, ran into the pocket and style. Sintish with another shot for Orcas. Oh, fortunately Sarah Lightfoot just gone down. Misha got caught for contact. Lovely take and split there by Tandazele. She stands at 187 cm. Really tall player. Has also represented her country, Zimbabwe, a total of 24 times. Just as I was talking about Tandazele, Sindhu comes out with a flying intercept. Misha once again getting caught at the back of the body. Lovely pass in. And a nice quick offload to Sarah Lightfoot, driving along the baseline. Nice strong front hold by Sintish. She took the front space and really held strong against Faith Maria. Drew that contact. Zulfa this time sinking in for Orcas. We see another change. Lien coming on in wing defense for Orcas. Callista moving to wing attack. So for a number of games now, we see that the changes for the Orcas team has mainly been between the wing attack and wing defense. Wing defense usually because it's a shared role between the 21 and under player and Lien. As for wing attack, it's just about finding that right feeder who can place the ball to the shooters as well as do the drives and connect for the team. Lovely pass and cut by Janice to hit top of the circle. Matilda, good try there. Nice tip on the shot. Unfortunately, ball went out of court. Swiss with the throw in. Zulfa just not wanting to go to post, not comfortable from that range. There we go. After looking around several times, she passed it off to Sintish, but Faith Maria comes out with a beautiful hands over and jump on that shot to pit and caught it with both hands. Akila just being a little bit too ambitious. A little under with that pass directly to Tandazele. Matilda all over that ball. Let's hope that Orcas can transition Das and pay off Matilda's efforts. Contact call against Akila outside the circle. There we go, a much better pass into Sintish. Nice lob into Sintish and an easy shot in. Unfortunately, once again, no options coming through on attack. Naya having to turn almost 360 degrees just to find an option and pass it back to Misha. Help ball against Orcas. Oh, great pass by Janice into Tandazele. That drive that Sarah Lightfoot did that pulled Matilda out of the circle, giving all that space for Tandazele to just get that pass directly. So it's really not an easy task for Matilda going up against a shooter that is 187 cm. Matilda only stands at 174 cm. So that's a total of 13 cm difference in height. Once again, things not going in Orcas' favor. Swiss once again so relentless on defense, turning over balls. Great take there by Faith Maria. Oh, Matilda came out flying. Unfortunately, the angle was just not right. He went directly for the body of Sarah Lightfoot instead of going for the ball. I think she just needs to adjust her angles, and the next one, I believe she'll definitely get it with two hands. Wow, great split there. She was almost in the 2-point zone, but with that big split, next moment, she's underneath the post, putting up the shot. The Swiss defender's doing really well, just to confuse the space. Not confident to throw it into Sintish. Zulfa just playing the ball out. A couple of times I noticed the mid-court players at Orcas are just missing that option from Sintish. She's popping up at the right time or staying on the front of the Swiss defender, but they're just not releasing the ball. There we have it. I think they really just need to have more trust in her, just deliver the ball and she'll sing in those shots. We're coming to the last 5 minutes of this second quarter. Soon the buzzer for the super shot is going to go. There it is. Lovely pass by Janice directly into Tandazele. A missed shot there, but she collects a rebound and slots it in. We're definitely gonna see Zulfa trying to attempt the 2-point shots and get herself in that zone. Lovely tip there by Sindhu. There we go. Lovely pass and cut by Naya to hit circle edge. And a great feed into Sintish. Not wanting to take the ones. Passing it back. Zulfa this time from the 2-point range. And it slots in. Tendazele from the 2-point zone. Oh, it goes in. Lovely shot. This is not just a holding shooter. She can also go for those far range ones. Sintish this time working herself out. Going for the attempt for the 2 points. Fortunately, Sindhu so strong on the rebound. Quick transition down by Swiss. Oh, lovely feed there by Jasmine. Just turning Tandazele towards the post with a high pass. So much better with that pass and that trust into feeding Sintish. Fortunately, just a little bit flustered with her shots. Once again, going for the 2 points. And she slots it in. I think Sindhu has to come off court. I think her contact lens came out. So we see a change in the goalkeeper position. Akila moving from wing defense to goalkeeper. And Arena coming on to replace Akila in wing defense. So far from the 2-point range. Yes, it falls through. Leanne this time doing really well to chase Janice down in the pocket. Orcas now really just needs to bring that ball down. Unfortunately, this time Jasmine not making it easy for Orcas with a lovely intercept. Tandazele tried to go for the 2 points, doesn't fall through. Misha with the rebound. Not sure why Callista didn't want to go for the ball with 2 hands. I think from the corner of her eye, she saw Akila trying to go for that hand, edging out towards her. One minute left in the second quarter. Swiss currently up by 15 goals. 30 goals to Swiss, 15 to Orcas. Umpire just held time, just wanting the floor to be wiped. Pendezele from the 2-point zone. This time it falls through. The passes into the Orcas shooters are just a little bit placed too much, or they're just not catching the ball comfortably. Sintish getting the ball underneath the post, a little hesitant, wanting to pass it off to Zulfa, hoping to go for the 2 points. But can hear the crowd just yelling for her to go for the one. And there we have it. That's the end of the first half. Swifts up by a big lead. 32 goes to Swift, 16 to Orcas. Stay tuned for the second half. Welcome back to the second half of the third, fourth placing match between Swiss and Orcas. So Swiss in the lead at the moment, 32 goals to Swiss, 16 to Orcas. We still have 2 full quarters to go, anything can happen. Will Swiss continue with their dominant performance, or will Orcas fight to try and chase the lead? So in terms of substitutions, we have Anna Margaret coming on in goal attack, pairing up with Tandazele. Arina, who came in the mid of the second quarter in wing defense, has moved to center. Akila back to her usual position in wing defense. And we have Sindhu, who has sorted out her contact lens and is back on court in goalkeeper, pairing up with Faith Maria. As for Orcas, they've injected Stella back on court in goal attack. Zulfa moves out to wing attack. Sintus stays on in goal shooter. And we also have Izen, their 21 under player, coming back on in wing defense. Once again, just no connection between the defenders and the attackers. A missed pass, ball goes out of court. Great tip there by Naya. He hesitant to just release the ball. Lovely tip there by Izen. Oh, good try by Naya. Tried to run that pass down. Interesting. I thought last touch came off the hands of an Orcas player, but probably umpire didn't cite that correctly. Anyway, it's Orcas throw-in. Lovely contest there by Faith Maria. And there we go. Zulfa confidently just passing that ball directly into Sintish. Sindhu tried to go for it. I think she missed it by an inch. Arina doing really well outside, just tipping that pass. Zulfa once again looking directly into Sintish. Oh, there we go. Arina ambitiously wanted to just sling that ball into Tanzazele. Misha came in at the right timing and the right spot just to cleanly intercept with 2 hands. Orcas playing a little bit too wide on attack. No options coming through. Once again, Misha with that missed pass, letting the ball go. Unaware about the defender. Sindhu with a beautiful tip. Once again, the Swiss defense working cohesively as a unit, just pushing the Orcas attackers wide and away from the ball. Unfortunately, a missed pass there. Arina just couldn't hold onto the ball while running down in the pocket. Orcas this time, another chance. Much better pass into Stella in the goal third. Once again, the pass into Sintish not being thrown accurately. And there we go, Sintish with a crucial intercept for her team. Doesn't score it off. Faith Maria with a rebound. So it's been a pretty scrappy third quarter. So lots of turnovers for both sides. Lovely tip there by Matilda. Great pickup by Misha to back her up. That pass to Tandazele just definitely wasn't going to go through. It was underpass. Much better place pass from Naya into Sintish. Orcas really needs to keep this up. Just play to circle edge. Look into Sintish and deliver that pass. No, this is not what they should be looking at. Swifts is a team that are all ready to hunt for any cross-court or high balls. Just need to keep their game a little bit short. Izen with a lovely intercept on the center pass. Oh, lovely pass there from Zulfa into Sintish and a quick offload to Stella. Orcas dominating this third quarter. And we see a change in the center position for Swifts. Arina coming off, Jasmine coming back on. She played the first 2 quarters in that position for Swifts. Took a bit of breather in the third quarter. Oh, lovely pass and cut there by Janice just to get onto circle edge. And Margaret with that long range shot. Doesn't fall through. Once again, Orcas with the turnover. Misha just having to reset all the way back to Matilda. The options for Orcas either too much to the sideline, timing not right, no one's driving directly to the ball, angles are not provided for their drives. And there we see that desperate long pass that goes over the line. Swift this time with really good timing to the ball and drives. There we go. Lovely down the line and a shot in by Tandazale to finish it off. Once again, we see Zulfa moving from wing attack to goal attack. Callista coming on to replace her in the wing attack position. Sintish coming off and Stella moving back into goal shooter. Much better play by Orcas this time. There we go, Misha with a beautiful tip. Sindhu this time. Moving off the body, coming round for the lovely tip. And then going for two hands for the intercept. Really good work by the Swiss attack unit. Just working to circle edge. And there we see Janice with that lovely pass directly into Tandazele. Orcas still in the lead in this third quarter. Currently up by 3 goals. So we just look at the breakdown of the score. 8 goals to Orcas, 5 to Swiss. The 2-point siren has sounded. We're down to the final 4 minutes of the second quarter. Zulfa steadily got herself in 2-point zone. Unfortunately, doesn't want to shoot from there. Passes it off to Stella and demands that she just put up that one. Great tip there by Nea along the circle edge. Tandazele just having a little bit of laugh. Not sure whether she wanted to pass it off to M. Margaret, but decided to just go for the one. Sindhu once again coming up for a fly. Ball still on court. Stella picked up the scraps. Zulfa once again deciding to reset back to Misha. Unfortunately, a replay call against Zulfa. Tandazele from the 2-point range. Unfortunately, doesn't fall through. Took a little bit too long with that shot. Held ball against her. It's Orcas transition. Lovely tip there by Akila. Just sprinted and ran for that pass. First to that loose ball. And this time Zulfa from a long range, almost to the circle edge. She sinks that long bomb in. Just like that, Orcas is slowly chasing the lead. Oh, footwork call against M. Margaret. Less than a minute left. Can Orcas bring this down to goal? Oh, lovely tip there by Sindhu. Just coming off the body into the backspace to go for that tip. Good try by Akila with that circle edge tip. Unfortunately, she went offside. Sorry, it was a contact call against her. They're playing the ball around too much. Only 10 seconds left. Zulfa this time again from the same spot. Doesn't fall through. Faith Maria got caught for obstruction. And she sinks it in just as the buzzer went. Just like that. With a really dominant third quarter by Orcas. They're chasing this lead and only down by 9 goals. Stay tuned for one final exciting quarter. Welcome back to the final quarter, the third versus fourth placing match between Swifts and Orcas. Orcas had a tremendous game in the third quarter to chase this lead down to only 9 goals. So it's a do or die final quarter between both teams. Can Swifts get back into that same intensity they had in the first half to secure this win, or will Orcas continue with their ways from the third quarter? The only change on court is Lien coming back on in wing defense for Orcas, as well as Sarah Lightfoot coming on in goal attack to replace Anne Margaret. The rest have stayed in their positions. Oh, Janice almost got her hands to that ball. Misha, with her lengthy arms, picked that up first. Oh, unfortunately, that long ball to Tanzazele doesn't fall through. Didn't go up for the ball with two hands. A little bit too high with that pass. Oh, good try there by Akila. She went up for the tip. Fortunately, Callista was so fast to pick up the loose ball. Callista just too fast, wanting to look back, still looking forward to see who was available at the front. There we see Faith Maria picking up that loose ball. I think there's a little bit of miscommunication between Naya and Zofa with that pass. A lovely pass into Sarah Lightfoot, directly underneath the post. Shot doesn't fall through, slightly under, but Tandazeli standing at 187 cm picks up the rebound and slot that goal in. Once again, Orcas just playing the ball quite around in that center third. Oh, good try there by Jasmine. She saw Stella edging out of circle. Tried to go for that pass. Unfortunately, Stella had two hands on the ball. Stella with the lovely elevation just plucked that ball above Sindhu. Oh, good try there by Matilda. Thought she came around really nicely. Unfortunately, her hands were constantly up and it was a little bit too short of a distance. Hands and obstruction call against her. I think Callista coming on as wing attack has been pretty good. I think her strong drives is providing the option on attack for Orcas. Oh, lovely option there by Stella. Just keeping Sindhu on one side and driving that base. Great pass by Jasmine to the backspace for Tandazele. Got it comfortably along the baseline, slots that go in for Swifts. It's all even in this final quarter so far. 4 goals apiece between both teams. Approaching the last 10 minutes, final 10 minutes for both teams for this season. Oh, there we go. Nice pass there by Callista. Stella doing really well just to secure that front space in front of Sindhu. We see a change for Swifts. And Margaret coming on. Sorry, and Margaret coming on in goal shooter to replace the international player Tandazele. Nice shot there by Sarah Lightfoot. Once again, Stella catching it just before she gets out of court, slings the ball in. Zulfa with the attempt in the 2-point zone. Ball doesn't fall through the net. Swiss with the throw in. Lovely drive there by Anne Margaret, just pulling that contact against Matilda outside the circle. Oh, Naya with a great hands over pressure, tipped that pass, but Jasmine once again too fast, getting to the loose ball first. A missed shot from Anne Margaret. Misha with the really strong rebound. Oh, lovely intercept by Jasmine. She just did really well. Just cut the ball line, went for a two-hand intercept. Oh, Leanne this time. Two-hand interception outside the circle. Once again, Zulfa just keeping it simple, playing it out to a mid-court, just opening up Stella with really good front positioning. Contact call against Faith Maria on the center pass. And a lovely pass by Callista into Stella. Oh, too quick of a pass. A little bit too much for Sarah Lightfoot to pull it in. Orcas once again turning over. They're keeping their passes really short this time round. There we go. After a couple of short ones, they go long, pass it around. Zulfa this time decides to pass it out again. Stella receiving it along the baseline. And a clean shot in. We're approaching the final 5 minutes of this game. The super shot is gonna happen. The buzzer is gonna sound in about 5 seconds. Any shot in the 2-point zone is gonna matter and turn things around. Stella going for the attempt. Doesn't fall through. Sindhu with a lovely rebound. Swifts playing possession. Just trying to run the clock down. Oh, there we go, Misha. Comes out with a brilliant tip. Pushes the ball into court, but it comes off the hands of Akila. Orcas with the throw in. Oh, and Margaret with a lovely tip. And she sinks that in. Naya just having to pull that ball in. Her arms intertwined around Sarah Lightfoot's legs. There we go. Faith Maria reading that so well. Leanne somehow manages to keep it in. Stella with the loose ball. Oh. Stella going down quite hard on the ground, but it was definitely a clean contest by Faith Maria. She went up with her outer hand. Final 3 minutes of the game. Good attempt there by Misha. Unfortunate with that contact. Little tumble by Matilda. Once again, Swift just passing it around quite a bit. Help ball call. Only 2.5 minutes left in this game. Swiss up by 8 goals at the moment. But with the 2-point in this dying moments, anything can change. Unfortunately, the 2-pointers are not falling through for Orcas. Swiss all over the rebounds. Lovely drive by Janice down the pocket. And there we go. A pop by Sarah Lightfoot. Shots on this end also not falling through. Orcas with the turnover. And unfortunately, Stella just caught that ball. Foot was over the line. Final 1 minute 20 seconds. Swiss just has to hold onto possession. Just play the ball around. Keep it simple. Look into the circle. Try and score one more. Obstruction call against Misha, and Margaret attempting from the 2-point zone, and it falls through. Can safely say that Swiss has secured their win. Final 30 seconds of the game. Sindhu going up in the air with the beautiful tip. Final 5 seconds. Can Orcas go for one more goal? Fortunately, time was not held. Precious seconds were wasted deliberating about the call. And there we go. Swifts takes the win. They've made a historic win this season. Firstly, making it to the semi-finals and concluding their tournament in 3rd place. So, congratulations to Swifts. Good fight there by Orcas in the second half. Just not steady in that first quarter. But overall, Orcas in 4th place and Swifts in 3rd. Stay tuned for the final game happening at 1 p.m. between Blaze and Snickers.